and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to be going over my monthly budget for the month of April 2021, and this is actually the last month of my travel assignment. My travel assignment ends in the middle of April, so my budget after April will be a little bit different. So let's get into it. I'm using my B5 size dot grid notebook that I got from Amazon, and I made these stickers myself. So we're gonna start with the income. I do expect to receive 4 paychecks for the month of April, and honestly I don't have a calendar nearby. It's so weird. I don't have a calendar nearby to write the dates, but I'm working for 3 weeks in April and I get paid the week after I work it. So I will get 4 paychecks. And I do plan on taking the rest of April off after I'm done this assignment and going back home and just taking a little vacation at my house. But yeah, I won't be getting paid for that. So whenever I take a new job, my budget's going to change somewhat. And I may have to pay some of my bills from my emergency fund that I've built up. So I'm already prepared for that. But anyway, I do expect to bring home about $3,000 per paycheck. And it's usually close to that. Sometimes a couple dollars more if I stay late, but it's been around that. So I should be bringing home about $12,000 for the month of April. So we're gonna start with variable expenses, and these are expenses that aren't really the same month over month, so they tend to change. So I do have a budgeted and an actual column. So my first variable expense is my electric bill, and I'm budgeting $120 for that because when this bill is due, I still will not have been home. So other than when people check on my house, the electric bill shouldn't be that high, so I'm budgeting $120. Same with the water, actually. I'm budgeting $75, but it probably will be less than that because I'm not really using much water at the house that I'm not staying in. Then my travel housing is actually less this month because I paid a lot of it up front. So that should be about $619. I obviously, traveling for work, I had to have somewhere to stay that's not my permanent residence because that's too far away for me. So I pay for that, and my employer does help with that, which is why I make more money, essentially, because I'm paying for 2 housing payments and 2 sets of bills and everything. So that's why my income's a bit more than a normal like staff nurse, part of the reason. So for house sitting, I should only have to pay for that for 1 2-week period because I'm going home. So I'm only budgeting $100 for that. For groceries, I'm budgeting $600 because we will have a drive back to my house and there's no food there. So we're gonna be essentially starting from nothing because we cleared basically everything out of the fridge before we left because it'd be sitting there for 3 months. So we have some traveling, we have to replenish a whole house worth of food, so I'm budgeting a bit more for that. For gas, I'm budgeting $200, and we are going to be driving 2 vehicles back home, so we need to budget more for gas. And I am renting a car because we only drove one of our cars up here and we rented a car for my husband. So I'm budgeting about $600 for that. And his car probably just wouldn't have made this long of a trip, so we just rented a car. Then on our way home, we are gonna stop at a hotel for the night. So I'm budgeting $100 for that. And then I'm also budgeting for my sinking funds. And I'm budgeting $710 for that. Then savings, I do want to move over $3,000 to my savings. I'm saving for my emergency fund, and also I have some house repairs that I'm aware need to be made, so I'm saving for that as well. And also, as I mentioned earlier, my contract will be ending and I'm not sure exactly when my new job will start, so I need to be able to pay my bills until I get paid again. And the other variable expense I will write down now and will fill out at the end, but this is my debt repayment. So any dollar that is left over from paying all these bills, I will be putting towards debt repayment. And because I have such a, because I have a 3-month emergency fund essentially, I do feel comfortable putting all the extra money towards debt because I have quite a few months of expenses saved up. So that's that. Let's move over to fixed expenses and then we'll come back to debt repayment. So my internet is $70. My mortgage is $800. My phone bill is $108. Common bond, which is my student loan, that's $200. My Bank of America one, which hopefully after this month will be no longer on our budget, is $155. Bank of America 2 is $45. And then we have some subscriptions. We have SPC is $33. Netflix is $14. HP Ink is $5. Spotify is $13. We have the duo plan, so we each have a Spotify of our own. And then my security system is actually $25 a month, which I think is a pretty good deal. So let's add up the fixed expenses. Why did I just do 9? Oh gosh. Okay, minus 4. 13 plus 25. Okay, $14.68 for my fixed expenses. 68. Okay, so then we need to add up all of this and add it to the $14.68 and then subtract it from $12,000 to get my debt repayment number. So let's see. So all of this should be about $6,124. We're going to add that to $14.68, $7,592. So we're going to take $12,000, subtract $7,592, and we are left with $4,408, which is different than the number I had on my my rough draft budget, which now I'm like, oh, did I just add it up wrong then, or am I adding it up wrong now? So we're gonna go back through really quick, because this is what really happens when you're setting up a budget. So we're gonna subtract 1,468. 10,532 should be left. So let's subtract all these again and see what number we get. So I got 4,408 again. So I'm thinking that one's the correct one. So if we add, let's see, should be minus 1,468. Should be 10,532 over here. So we're gonna move down to this total section. So we're gonna put income. We're estimating $12,000. And then for savings, we're estimating $3,000. Expenses and debt repayment. So I'm going to take this $10,000 and subtract these two numbers because, let's see, 7,408. And then we'll add this side, plus 1,468. 4,592 is all of my expenses outside of debt repayment and savings. So 4,408. So we should be able to add all this back up and it should equal out. So yeah, so $12,000. So we've accounted for every dollar that I'm expecting to receive in this budget. So this is a zero-based budget. I always add the disclaimer that just because this is a zero-based budget does not mean that my bank account is at $0. I have a buffer in my checking account, and this is all the money that's coming in. So I want to give every dollar that's coming in a job to do. So that way I am aware of where my money is going. So this is my April 2021 budget. If you enjoy budgeting videos, I will have a paycheck budget for every paycheck in this budget that will further break things down. So be on the lookout for that video, or those 4 videos actually, throughout the month. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.